All right, we're back. Hello and welcome to this second episode of Macross 1.5.
Where I
I,
promise not to do stupid things.
I am your game master, Paul Marquez. Joining me is Wes from Fandom Power, and unfortunately, Major is not going to be here with us today. So, Wes, it's going to be a character heavy on you episode on you.
All right,
And,
Elwood's got to pull up his socks.
Yes, you are going to be the hero of this bad boy. You know how on Star Trek there would be like data episodes or...
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, so this is your episode. So before we get started, I just like a chance to say thank you to everybody who's watched. I hope you've enjoyed our little show. I hope it's been as fun as it is for us playing. And if I could just remind everyone out there, I know it's hard. I'm guilty of it. I've watched a million YouTube videos. I've pressed the like button about 3 times. But I promise I'm going to start getting better at that because I know the work that goes into it. So please, 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 it helps us a lot if you could hit that like, and it helps us even more if you subscribe.
I tell you, if you're feeling really generous, you could slip over to Sawcast Productions on YouTube, and you can find the Robotech Macross 1.5 playlist there, which has all of these episodes. And you could subscribe to our channel as well and check out all the other entertainment content that we provide over there.
Definitely some great content. Okay, well, again, so now without further ado, we will begin Macross 1.5, A Promise Made. All right, Elwood, so the guy the guy's held your hand up. You walk over to Mage. Mage just made $2,000, right? 2,000 credits. So he splits it in half and he hands you $1,000, okay?
Whew.
Then the promoter comes and hands you about another 400 for fighting.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And so now you guys are down around the cage. The next fight is going on or starting to get ready. The big guy, he's got a busted nose. So he comes up and he's got like 2 pieces of toilet tissue or something in his nose. Yeah. And he comes up and he says, "Hey man, hit the showers in the locker room. I'll let you know everything I know." Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he walks away. So you look up, okay, and that's when you get a chance to see Bolo Young get into the ring.
Oh, yeah.
He takes off. So he's wearing these shorts with like tie writing on them,
Yeah, sure.
They're like blue shorts with a red trim. He's hyping up the crowd. Okay. Some guy gets in there who looks underweight compared to him. He's one of those dudes that's really muscular but skinny. You know what I mean? Not an ounce of body, but not that mass either. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So he's doing his flexing thing. They both kind of look. They go to the ring, and the center of the ring, the ref explains the rules. And then when he goes to shake, Bolo Young pushes the guy clear across the ring into his own corner.
Oh, wow. So he's just really not a good sport about this.
Right. So the crowd gasps. Some people cheer. The guy gets up with that look. You know how like if fighters get pushed during the press conference, they get that look like surprise, shock, and anger all at the same time.
Yeah.
So the opponent gets that look. He gets up, but you notice he doesn't, like most people would rush and be like, "What's up?" He doesn't rush. He's like, "Whoa." So he gets up. The referee warns the guy. The Bolo Young guy looks at the ref and just kind of shakes his head like he doesn't give a damn what this guy's saying. He walks back to his corner. He does like that, blows snot out of his nose, each nostril.
Yeah.
And then the bell rings. Okay. So they go. So that little skinny dude, he's popping Bolo Young. Pop, pop, pop. Couple of body shots, couple of head shots even. And he goes in for a right hook where Bolo Young catches both arms and puts them like in an arm bar, like a double arm bar.
Yep.
Pulls him toward him, headbutts the guy, and not like on the bridge of the nose. It's top of the head to top of the head. Okay.
Ow.
So the guy, the opponent, you can tell he's stunned. He's cut. Bolo Young has a cut himself.
Yeah.
He drags the guy to the other corner and then just starts pounding him. And you can tell the guy would go down, but he's held up against the ropes. So the Bolo Young is just pound, pound, pound. The referee finally comes in, and he starts waving it. It's done. And you hear ding, ding, ding. And so the referee grabs Bolo Young's arm. Bolo Young pushes him back and continues to pound away. And it isn't till his own corner finally jumps in, grabs
Really?
him, pulls him off. And that poor guy, like he's standing in the corner like that, just his face annihilated.
Yeah.
And he finally just slumps down to the ground and his corner rushes to go help him.
Okay.
Okay. And so the festive mood that was the bar gets a little dark because even
We just saw a
bloodthirsty-
man get pummeled. Like, I don't, that guy might have just been like on death's door.
Right. Then the guy starts to convulse.
That's not good.
What does Elwood do?
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rush the ring. I'm going to enter the cage. I'm going to attempt to render first aid on this guy.
Okay, so the ring doctor's in there, right? And as you rush up to the ring doctor,
Yeah.
he gets a hold of you and he goes, "Hey, are you a ring doctor? Are you a doctor?"
No, man, I'm from the base, but like I just saw what happened, and this guy needs help.
Right, and no, he's not saying it jerky. He's almost saying it relieved, right? So when you
Oh.
say no, his face like kind of drops a little bit, right?
Okay.
And then he goes, "I'm just an E EMT."
Oh, well, he's more qualified than I am. Well, that's fine. I'll use him. I'll take him in with me, and he can help.
Okay, so what do you do to start helping? What would
He's
Elwood,
convulsing.
the medic start doing?
Yeah. First of all, give him some space, protect his head. You know, we'll
Okay,
get the EMT in there to protect his head, and then we want to try to. I mean, you want to try to make a quick assessment. Is he breathing? Like,
Okay, so steps. So
yeah,
look
yeah.
around, and yes, everyone's crowding in because everyone either EA wants to get a look. There's people with cameras going click, click, click,
Yeah.
and there's cornermen trying to get in there too, but they're not. They don't know what the hell to do. They're like grabbing his head. They're shaking him like, "Hey, wake up, wake up!" You know.
Yeah. Get those guys out of the way. Like, seriously, like if they need like a little like, what the heck you doing? Like a cuff, like get out of the way. Give the guy some space.
Okay, you're all get out of the way, get out of the way. So
Yeah.
So Mage sees what you're doing and he starts pushing people back and he's like, give the man air. So now it's just you, that doctor guy, and the dude laying on the floor.
Yeah. So now, I mean, I want to know, like, going back to like the basics, is he breathing?
He is breathing.
He is breathing, but
he's
he is
breathing.
convulsing.
And foam is like white foam is coming out of his mouth. Well,
Okay.
actually, I guess it's pink because blood, right?
He's got some blood in there. Yeah, sure. So let's get him turned over 3/4 into what we call the recovery position so that any fluid will drain out of his mouth. And let's just let him ride it out for a few minutes or for a few seconds and see if the convulsions stop. And then I'm going to get either where's Ruben in all of this? Where is that weasel?
Okay, yeah, you see him. He's kind of helping Mage hold people back.
Yeah. Ruben, 911. Somebody get on that.
Okay, he's on. He's all right. I'm on it, man. And boom, he goes.
I don't know what the 911 service is for Macross Island, but whatever that service is, we're doing it.
Emergency services. Okay, see how we have action phases?
Okay, so let me bring that up. I see on the bottom we have the action phase. Yes.
So we have support. We have ops,
support, ops, and
cinematic. Okay, so support is not applicable here for you because you don't support yourself. Okay.
No.
You're not attacking, so this is going to be cinematic for you. Okay. And I'll explain it here in a bit. So right now, we're gonna like you're gonna roll for treatment for this guy. So you explained the treatment. Now you're gonna roll for it.
Oh, okay.
What skill are you gonna use? And I know, like even though there's not like a first aid skill.
No, I get it.
Okay.
I do. I get it. So I mean, and it's one skill, right? Just a single skill?
It's a single skill because yes,
okay. I know that I don't know this guy intimately, but this is a definite cover your buddy moment. Because, I mean, this guy, let's face it, we're both fighters. So there's that sense of camaraderie between fighters in the ring that when someone goes down and is seriously hurt, you want to help them. At least I do.
I have to agree with that. Okay,
now I think it's a cover your buddy situation.
Because of military medic training, you're on edge for this one. Okay.
Oh, we're on edge. Okay.
And you need one success.
One success. Okay. My cover your buddy skill is 3, so I'm going to pick up my 3 dice. Let me give it a little roll here. And I get on the edge, 4s, 5s are 1 success, and 6s are 2 successes. I get 1 success.
So you got it?
1 success.
You got the 1 success you need.
I did.
Okay. So he's choking. So you got him to his side. He's choking and sputtering and shaking still, and you realize he's choking on something. You open his mouth. He's choking on his mouthpiece. He almost swallowed it. So you pull that bad boy out.
Yep.
He spits it out. His own body just takes in deep breaths.
Yep.
And he starts to stop convulse. He's still bleeding pretty profusely, and you think you see a few missing teeth in there. You clear those out too.
Yeah.
And he may have bit his tongue pretty bad.
Okay.
But he opens his eyes and he looks at you.
Just tell him it's okay. Stay down. Don't try and get up. Just
He tells you, wait, I've got a fight today.
Man, you just had a fight. You just had a fight, and you did great. But we gotta look after you right now, and all you got to do is just stay there on the floor for me until some friends of mine are gonna come and they're gonna check you out, make sure everything's okay. But you're doing fine.
Okay. So he puts his head back down and closes his eyes like he's gonna go to sleep.
Okay. Well, let's not do that. Let's just make sure that let's just keep him talking. So let's. Hey, man, what's your name?
And he tells you he's like, my name's Jim, and he's like, I'm so sleepy, man.
Well, listen, Jim, you can't have a nap right now because it's really important that you stay awake until the doctors get a chance to look at you. So how about you sit here, you just stay on the ground, and we just have a little conversation about why are you in the ring anyway? What's going on, Jim?
So as soon as he starts to you can see him trying to muddle through the fog. You hear someone going, make way, and you see some people coming in with a stretcher.
Okay.
They slide the stretcher into the ring. They come in.
Okay.
They take him. Work on him a little bit. Take him.
Yep.
Secure him and start to move him out.
Okay.
And he says, so he looks up to you and he's like, hey, thanks. And as they've got him onto because it's a gurney, right?
Yeah.
So what's the wheel thing?
The wheels on the stretcher, they would just be like casters.
Okay. So they've got him locked into that. And as they lock him up, he puts a fist up and everybody starts to cheer and they wheel him away.
Oh, good for him. I give him the buddy, like the buddy tap on the shoulder, like you're okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then one of his cornermen looks at you and goes, thanks, man. I think you saved his life.
Yeah, man. He's lucky to be how do you end up in this fight anyway?
And he was like, so you guys both look over in the opposite corner, and the whole time Bolo Young is staring you guys both down. Just that. The mad eyes. Yeah. Okay. He's like, I tried to convince him. He wasn't ready for that guy, but he thought he wanted to shoot to the top like a star.
Man, well, thank God he's alive. Hopefully this would be a learning experience for him that, he either gets out of the game or he sticks to his own weight class, because that could have gone horribly, horribly different. At the same time, Bolo Young, I give you a little stare down. I don't even blink at you.
Okay. So you stare back at him?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys stare at each other for a moment. Then he kind of laughs like that, laughs at you like that. Or not laughs, smiles. Just smiles at you. Then he jumps out of the ring.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
So I was just going to say, at this point, for me, it'd be a double take. Make sure that the general surroundings are, no major changes around me. I guess Steve, Sergeant Periwinkle, is still kind of crowd controlling at this point, or the crowd maybe is dispersing. I don't know.
Yeah, the crowd has dispersed. And so Steve, he comes up and he goes, hey, okay, I'm going to wait at the bar, man. Go shower up and we'll figure out what we're going to do from there.
I kind of got this, maybe it's me feeling a little bit of paranoia. And you know what? I'm just going to, I grab Ruben, and as I'm going to the shower, I sidle up to the bar to say, listen, guys, I'm going to go hit the showers, but just keep an eye out, because that piece of meat there, something about him. I just got a bad feeling about this, and I'm not too keen on marching off to the shower alone.
Okay, so Ruben
Not
goes.
that I want, not that I want you guys to see my package or anything, but
Ruben goes, do you think he's a suspect?
I don't think he's a suspect in the case. But at the same time, like, you know, that guy got off on what he just did to that poor dude, and I don't think I'm in his good graces for that. And so, you know what? I just feel better if one of you guys kind of would just watch out.
Got your back. No problem. Absolutely.
All right.
All right. So you go.
Yeah.
Now, surprisingly enough, the showers are private and they're nice.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So you shower up. You notice you're a little more sore in some places you thought you weren't. You're like, ow.
Sure. Yeah.
You get your clothes on, and when you go out of the shower back into the main room of the locker
Yeah.
room,
Yep.
the big guy sitting there on a bench.
Yep.
You know, he's got like karate gi or pants on, no shirt.
Okay. Yep.
And he's sitting there, and he goes, "We put on a hell of a show, didn't we?"
Yeah. I was gonna say, now that his tone has changed, I'm like, no hard feelings, eh?
He goes, "Absolutely not. That was great.
Okay.
I can't wait till we do it again."
I break the news to him. Well, you know, I'm sorry that I'm headed for Alaska here pretty soon, so I'm sorry. Unless you're coming up north, that's going to be the only time. Sorry.
And he goes, "Yeah." He's a lot of us here are kind of wondering what we're gonna do once Macross is disassembled. You know, we've grown to love it here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the is the UEG is around at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what the UEG has planned for the civilian population after the ship takes off. I just know that you know, the military presence is going to be a lot less around here in the coming days.
And he goes, "Well, a lot of us have gotten invitations from fighting promotions back on the mainland. Maybe there's a future there."
Maybe. I mean, there's always all elite Japan.
right.
Yeah.
He saw some AEW, you know.
Yeah.
And so he goes, "So you wanted to know about Robert, right?"
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, he's a strange fella. And I noticed him a while back, and he used to hang out with two other guys that would come here. The two other guys I haven't seen in quite a while, but I saw Robert a week ago. Now, one day I'm thinking to myself, you know, like, this guy it's just something not right about him. So I trail him. And over on the east end, he's got a little apartment. Okay. So I follow him. And when I take a peek in, because just curiosity getting the best of me. And he's got a cot, a computer, and like supplies. And that's really about it. And he doesn't go there very often. So I wait to see him go in, you know, to see when he comes in and out. He leaves. Haven't seen him back. Couldn't wait, you know, too long. But
Right.
every time I've stopped by, I stopped by about 4 days in a row just to peek and see if he's there. Never there.
Interesting. You got the address for that place?
He gives you the address.
All right. I take a detailed description of the premise as he described it, and I jot that down, whether it's on a bar napkin or on a notepad or something.
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So your little communicator / iPad /
Sure. Okay.
whatever, you know.
We have the technology.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I make some notes.
All right. And then he goes, "Oh, one more thing. Some gal came and she said to give you this." And he hands you a
Okay.
note.
A note. Is it an official looking note?
No, it looks like a Hallmark envelope.
Really? Like a
Yes.
greeting card?
Yeah, sealed up with a little sticker, just a little round white sticker.
Okay.
Okay. Then he slaps you on the back a little bit too hard, and then he walks out. And he's like, "I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go get me a drink." He walks out.
Hey, here, have one on me, and I'll flip him a couple bills.
Okay, so he counts them, and he's like, "I'm gonna have 2 on you," and then he walks away.
At least I can do. He was pretty good sport about that. I can buy him a beer for breaking his nose.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm alone in the locker room. I'll bite. I'll pop the sticker, open the envelope.
Okay, it's just a letter like
Yeah.
a white piece of paper, and
Yep.
it says, "Please come meet me at 123 Main Street."
123 Main. No time on it. Just come meet me at 123 Main.
Room 108.
123 Main, room 108. Do I have any suitors in my life that may have sent me a note like this? I didn't think so. I was the guy that never got married after all.
No, you're just busy as hell.
That's true. I mean, when you're training for, space,
Right?
yeah. Okay.
So as a kick-ass band, drummer, you
Yeah.
had no shortage of offers.
Of offers, yeah.
But you were like, yeah,
Nothing serious.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies.
Okay. Back to the bar. Link up with Ruben and Steve, and relay the information that I got from Broken Nose.
Okay, so you're wrapping up some stuff. Okay, you're packing up your clothes, folding up your gi, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So you're just doing some maintenance before you head out, because they basically loaned you this uniform that you fought in.
The trunks, yeah.
Yeah. So the expectation was you wash them too.
Oh, that's fine.
And so they actually have one of those washboards that you.
Oh yeah, like old school.
Yes.
Yeah, with a tub.
Yeah, when you wash them, you get them all clean, you hang them up, and all of a sudden, some dude walks in. Okay, skinny little Hispanic-looking guy. He's got like a white shirt on and black shoes with an apron, and so he looks up at you and he says something to you in Spanish.
Don't hablo, friend.
Okay, so more frantically, he says it again, like if that's gonna help you understand.
Listen, man, we're gonna slow it way down, and you're gonna show me what you're talking about, because I don't speak the Spanish. You speak English?
And then so he's like, and so he starts to go like this.
Okay. I acknowledge. I give him a nod, like I acknowledge him. I mean, I'm not done washing the trunks, but they're going to stay in the tub.
Oh yeah, you were just finishing up.
Oh, okay. So hang them up to dry or whatever.
You had hung them, and then this.
Sure. Okay, so I will follow. I assume this guy is wearing an apron, so food service in the bar, presumably.
So you follow him. He starts going through the crowd. Keeps make sure you're back looking there, and he goes to the back part toward the kitchen. Okay.
Yep.
Passes through a little part in the back, and then he goes up, and there's a hallway, and he won't go any more near there. He just points to it.
He's pointing down the hallway.
Yes.
Okay.
And you see a sign above it that says freezer.
Freezer. Is this guy? What's the body language like? Is there fear there? Is there any sort of emotional context?
Yeah, it's like he's sweaty, and he's kind of scared.
Okay, so you know what? At this point, do I have a radio?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call Steve and Ruben and tell them I'm in the kitchen and one of the cooks just approached me. There's something freaky going on upstairs, and I'm gonna need some backup before I go in.
Okay, so only Ruben answers, and he goes, "Wait, what? The freezer?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Steve was just going that way. He was going to help April." Okay, April is another band member that's a friend of your guys. Not a band member. She has her own band.
Sure.
You guys are all friends.
Yeah.
And she also works here.
Ruben, you better move your feet, man. Get in here.
Okay. He's like, "Copy that. On my way."
All right. So like at this point, I want to keep this guy. I want to keep a Spanish cook in front of me, and he's not going anywhere. And I just tell him to I just talk to him in a calming, like, "All right, man, everything's gonna be fine. I just want you to, you stay right there. We're not going to go anywhere."
He's trying to get around you to get out of here.
No, and I put a hand up, and then I basically put my hand on my sidearm and just like, "No, we're not going anywhere."
So he's like, no, and he starts to say something that you're like, you can't.
I don't understand.
But he's scared, and he's just trying to get like really, really. But he's getting loud too. Is the problem?
All right. Like I'm not gonna, at the expense of not drawing any more attention, just let him go.
Okay, and boom, he bolts.
Okay. But at the same time, I'm not going up the stairs until I got Ruben.
It's not stairs. Like if you
okay.
if you walk forward, you're going to hit a hallway and turn a corner and see down the corner.
For some reason, I had it in my head it was up the staircase,
which presumably leads to a freezer, because it says freezer.
like a walk-in or something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I give it a couple more seconds, and if Ruben doesn't show up, I draw my sidearm, grab a wall, and I start advancing, like room clearing style.
Okay. So you start to advance. Now, you can hear a female voice like going like like that.
Yep.
And you hear someone go, "Shut up," like that, right?
Yep.
And you can hear someone else talking, but you can't hear exactly what they're saying.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep moving stealthily in the direction of the voices, and of the
slice the pie around the corner.
Absolutely. You gotta intersect your angles.
Okay, so you peek over.
Yeah.
So what you see is a big steel freezer door. Okay.
Yep.
There's 3 people. Well, there's 4 people, but there's 2 guys on the left and the right side of the door. One guy in the middle.
Yep.
The guy on your left is holding April around her waist and around her mouth like that.
Yep.
All 3 of these guys are in uniform.
Like RDF uniform?
Yes. Okay. And the middle guy is looking through the window of the freezer.
I had a real sinking feeling about this. I'm gonna like tuck my sidearm in my pants. I'm not gonna like actually properly holster it. I'm gonna tuck it in my pants and flip my shirt over it, and I'm gonna like, you know what I should do? Like, I'll go back to the kitchen. Is there like a plate of food or like a sandwich or something or anything that's made like ready to go out?
You're not close enough to the kitchen to you could run to the kitchen, but it's going to cost you a few minutes to get there.
I'm not going to waste that kind of time. You know what? I'll just be like, I don't know how good of an act I can put on, but I'll fake drunken pilot. Hey guys, what's going on?
Okay. When you say that,
the
guy that has the girl or that has April, because you know who she is.
Yeah.
Lets her, he starts, which gives her enough time to kick him in the shin with her heel. Okay. He drops her. She pushes him and runs away, and she runs to you and then kind of hides behind you. And she's like, "Elwood, Steven's in there," and she's pointing toward the freezer, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they turn around.
Yeah.
The middle guy is Abe, and the 2 guys left and right of him are his wingmen. And he goes, "Elwood."
The dudes from Vulture?
Yes. So he's like, "Elwood, how good of you to join. We're giving Steven here his first lesson in the cold in preparation of Alaska. You may want to join him." And they all start laughing.
I'll play along. And I'm still maintaining that. You guys, what are you doing? It's cold in the freezer. Come on, that's not very nice. You can let him out.
Okay, so they all kind of look at each other, and the guy to Abe's right just goes, "Look he's drunk off his ass."
Yeah.
And then, so the guy to the left goes, "Want me to get him, Sergeant?" And Abe is looking at you, and you can tell he's a little suspicious, but he goes, "Yeah, drop him." And so the guy starts to walk over towards you.
Yeah, so I'll keep up the act, and as soon as he goes to go hands on, I'll fake like a drunken like elbow smash to the nose, bam. And if that works, I'll take a step back, draw a pistol, and I'll get very serious and go, "No, we're gonna open that door right fucking now."
All right. So you're gonna have the drop on him because you faked drunk. Okay. So he's walking up. Not even like, how if you're going to fight with someone, you aim side, you make yourself as small a target as possible.
Target. Yep.
And he's coming at you walking like straight, face forward.
He's very deliberate, thinking that I'm an easy push.
Exactly.
Okay, I get that. Sure.
So he is going to attack and defend. What are you going to do?
He is going to attack and defend. So I am going to try to attack him before he can, like I said, he goes to put hands on me. I want to essentially not be grabbed and return the favor with an elbow smash in his nose.
Got it. All right. So roll your dice first.
Okay, so I believe
skills?
Skill, because I'm trying to fake drunkenness. Like what's the drunken master, drunk foo, or whatever they call it. It's kind of graceful, so I'm gonna go. I believe this is a use of angelic grace.
Okay.
Even though it's controlled drunkenness. Okay, so that's 3 dice.
Okay, no, wait, hold on. Now, are you going to defend?
I'm absolutely going to defend.
Okay, so what skill are you going to remember? Synergy.
Skill synergies. Okay, so right, so the elbow smash would be my offensive move, and I guess the defensive would be the quick draw of the pistol. So it's going to be flash move.
Okay, all right. So go ahead and roll all of them now
at the same time.
Yes, and allocate which to what.
Okay, so that is that would be a total of 6 dice, but my burnout is 5, so I'm going to limit that to 5. I don't know what line we're on, so
okay, so we're on here. We're all on normal.
Okay, so on normal, I have 2 successes.
Okay, how are you going to allocate them?
1 and 1.
Okay. So he's going to attack and defend. Total of 4 dice, and he's going to do 2 and 2.
Oh, dang.
1, 2.
It's not my day.
So he got 2 successes. You had 1 success, right? No, you
I
had
did,
2.
sir. I had 2 total, 1 offensive and 1 defensive. If that's how we're splitting them.
The dice were successes, or did you have a 6?
I did have a 6, so I counted that as a success.
Right. Okay. The way I think it works, though, is
normal. Sorry. A 6 is a 2. Right. That's 2 successes. Oh, then technically I have 3.
Okay, but you have to count the dice to the skill, not the number of successes.
Oh, well then 1 dice. Yeah, 1 dice. Yep.
Okay, so.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You said roll them all first and then decide.
Right. So, but what I mean is you can allocate the dice success. So if you get 2 successes on 1 dice, you can't do 1 success for.
No, I get it. If it was a 6, those successes have to go to either the offense or the defense.
Yes.
Okay, so then definitely I want to put the two successes, the 6, into the elbow smash, and then the 5, the 1 success into the draw, like the back up and draw.
Okay, gotcha. So then he rolled two successes, but that was on the offense.
Yeah. Sounds to me like we just did the same thing.
Yeah, right?
Does that mean we both hit each other at the same time?
No. Because you had 1. How many successes for defense did you have?
1. It was a 5.
Okay. So here's what happens, okay? You hit him with that elbow, okay?
Yeah.
Boom. And it hits. Then you go to draw your gun. When he sees the gun, he knocks it out of your hand.
That's not good.
Because his defense overpowered that. So, I'm sorry, his attack. So he hits it out of your hand.
Seen.
And it goes flying away, but he stumbles back hurt. Okay, so Abe looks at you and he's just like, whoa, Elwood, ain't no need for that. This is just a little camaraderie amongst friends, right?
Yeah, how friendly is it when you're on the inside of that cooler? Open the meat locker right now.
And he goes, yeah. So he turns around, okay? So Steven does a jump kick into the door. The door opens up, hits Abe, and he goes flying back, okay?
Yeah.
So Abe, kind of goes like that. He goes, and he looks up at Mage and he goes, come on, like that. So Mage gets in his Steve gets in his fighting stance.
Yep.
The guy that you didn't, the one that you did attack, he's still kind of standing back, right? But the other guy gets a big old grin, looks right at you, and goes, it's on! And everybody charges each other.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So this guy is going to attack you. He's going to attack and defend. So you know what? Let's roll our dice different. He's going to allocate. Oh, no, he can roll. He can roll all 4 dice. That's right. So attack, he's going to do 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
He got 2 successes.
Okay.
So what do you do to do? What is your action?
I am definitely. How does like communication during combat work? Do you just talk?
You can try to.
So as I am attempting to defend myself, because that's the first thing I want to do, I'm like telling April, get my gun, because I don't want that squirreling around on the floor.
Okay, right. Get the gun.
Yeah,
so she's like,
yeah.
And she runs. You can see her run to that direction.
Okay, good. So now I'm going to defend, and oh my god, skill synergy. How does that work?
You roll all your dice.
Yeah.
And then start to allocate where you want the dice successes, not the number of successes, but the dice successes to attack or defense.
So am I essentially picking 2 skills in this round?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to be, I feel like I'm outnumbered because now I've got 2 dudes on me and Steve's got 1 dude on him. So I'm trying to do it's going to be a case of cover your buddy and rally cry at the same time, like, get him, Steve, get him. Okay. As I'm trying to like fend them off.
Right. I would say cover your buddy would work if you were actually doing something to aid Steve at this time. Okay. Right now, since you've got a direct threat in front of you.
Yep.
It's just you and him right now.
Oh, then it's got to be flash move.
Do it.
All right. So that's a flash move is a 3 dice value, and rally cry is a 2 dice value for a total of 5.
Okay. So remember, you've got 2 offensive successes coming at you. Okay. Yep. So if as long as you get 2 successful defenses, you've blocked that attack.
Okay.
All right.
And it's normal, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have to allocate specific dice to the defense?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to allocate the 6 that I rolled to defense.
All right.
For 2.
So he comes with some hit, and you're like, Kagah!
And then I also have a 5, which I guess that will be 1 success that I would put towards the rally cry.
Got it? You know what? Yeah, because that might even give an edge on the next roll. Because if you hear your buddy going, "Kill them all," then you're like, "Yeah," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go for it. Oh, right. So how many? Oh, you already did 1. You already did.
Yes, I did.
So 1 success, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you pop him with 1. So now he's got 1 damage to him. Okay. So then the other guy, right?
Yep.
He runs over, and unfortunately, you're out of moves in this turn.
Okay.
So unless he rolls all misses
horribly, I'm getting hit.
Unless he rolls all misses, you're getting hit. Okay. So
let me warm this up for you.
He winds up. He's coming at you. He throws a punch, and all of a sudden, he hits the biggest barrel chest you've ever seen in your life. Okay.
Is it my buddy?
The guy you fought stepped right in front of the punch, and so the guy that threw the punch, like, he hurts his wrist,
Yeah.
Because his wrist wasn't. You know how you lock your wrist at the last second? Well, it wasn't there, so he hurts his wrist. He looks up, and your opponent friend just looks at him, and he's like, "No," and he grabs him and throws him into the bar area. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So now. That guy, Abe, is screaming at Steven, okay? And weird, like just utter hatred. And they're throwing punches left and right at each other. Both of them are bloodied up.
Yeah.
Steve is fighting back, as ferociously, but you can tell he's just a little bit hamstrung because he doesn't have whatever it is that is this raw hatred that Abe has. Okay.
Yeah.
And so they're going back and forth. They spill out into the bar. So then you guys go in there. A few gladiator pilots see you guys going at it. A few pilots see you guys going at it. Someone accidentally gets hit and someone screams, "Bar fight!" And now everybody's going at it.
We got to get out of here before the MPs show up.
Bottles are being thrown. Chairs are being broken over people.
Okay. I was fine with trying to contain it to these 3 jerkwads from Vulture Squad, but I am not cool with trying to like quell an entire bar brawl. So it's time to DD Mao and leave. Where's April?
Okay. Yeah, so she you see where she's at. She's trying to make people stop, but she's not like getting in front of people because that would just be a bad idea for a woman.
That's fine.
For anybody.
I need to get my sidearm back.
Okay, so you run over there and grab it?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay. So she's like, "Oh, here."
Yeah, thank you. Check it, put it on safe.
Yep.
Holster it properly.
You're all good.
Yeah, and now it's a case of like, where's Ruben? And link up with whoever's closest, either Ruben and or Steve. And then once I get to one of them, the 2 of us will go to the 3rd person, and the 3 of us will try to make the tactical withdrawal and get the hell out before the MPs show up.
Okay, so you look over, and Steven is the closest to you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you see Abe break a bottle and start to approach. Okay. So then,
whoa, that's not nice.
So Steven breaks a pool cue and has a sharp edge to it, and they start to approach each other.
Roadhouse. That's for you, Mage. Roadhouse. Pool cues. That's a no-no. Yeah, that can't. So in relative position to me, am I in front of or behind Abe?
In front of. Like,
I don't like that. I don't.
Yeah, like they're facing off. You're in. So you're. If you walked straight, you'd hit Steven, and Abe would be looking at both you and Steven.
Okay. Well, I start yelling at Steve. Come on, we got to go. Let's go. Let's get out. Time to go.
Okay. So you're all, Steve, come on, man, go. And then Abe is like, go, you coward. Go just like your father.
What'd you say? He had to bring his parents into it. Is Steve backing off?
Steve just goes, "What the hell do you know about my father?" And he's like, "I know enough." And so it throws Steve off. It actually makes him a little less like fighty, you know? Okay. So then all of a sudden you hear, "Get down," and you feel the worst shock you've ever felt in your life, right in your back.
Ride the lightning.
Okay.
So this sucks.
So you fall down, okay? And you see one of the guy that you punched first in the hallway in the freezer, right?
Yeah.
And he's standing by an MP going, "He's the one with the gun. He's the one with the gun," pointing at you.
We're pilots. We all have guns.
or pulled the gun. Sorry. So then they tase Mage, Steve, and he goes down. And then they tase Abe, and he goes down. Okay.
Okay.
So they restore order. Okay. They grab you guys. They throw you down. Everybody gets. They restore order, and your squad, Vulture Squad, and a few people cleaning up glass and stuff like that are the last ones left in the bar.
Okay.
And Lieutenant Gray walks in. Okay. And Vanessa's behind him. Vanessa's behind him.
Yeah. Yep.
He's walking through broken glass, and he was just looking around, and he goes, "I expect this from civilians, but from my top men, a week or 2 weeks before the SDF-1's about to launch? Do you guys want to get potato peeling duty?" And everyone's just like, and he's like, I don't. If I were to do right now on impulse what I want to do with you guys, you wouldn't be flying a crop duster. So I'm going to give myself time to think. But somebody get me a beer. So someone brings him a beer, right? And he goes, so I'm going to enjoy this. You guys are dismissed to quarters until I call you. And he goes, dismissed.
Okay.
So you see Vanessa go and tell Sergeant Periwinkle something. You know, she looks pretty pissed off, but she tells him something. He nods. So he comes up to you, and he goes, "All right, let's head to quarters, and we'll see what the damage is."
I asked Steve, like, should we be reporting all this stuff? I know Gray wanted us to. Do we get enough to go to him?
And he goes,
like, maybe this isn't the right time for it, but I mean, the trail is still kind of warm, and if we're confined to quarters, man, like, we're losing time on this.
He goes, let me go through Vanessa to see if we can go to Gray.
All right, man. I mean, you are the sergeant. I'll let you work your sergeant stuff. But I'm telling you, man, we're running out of time. We got to do something.
And he goes, okay, I understand. I know. Let me go. If I don't think we do it, going to Gray right now, I don't think is the right thing.
Okay.
And he goes, okay, I'll talk to you later. And he leaves.
All right, man.
Okay, now you don't have to. You can go to Gray if you want. You don't have to listen to him.
You know what? I trust Steve. I trust him. I know that he's a hothead, and I know that he's impulsive. But I trust him. And if he says that, he's going to do something, I believe him. I believe him because, he is my wingman. At the same time, I am not going to quarters. I'm going to 123 Main.
Okay. Awesome. I'm glad you remembered that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get to 123 Main.
Yeah. Actually, do I know? You know what? Where's Ruben? Is he also confined to quarters?
Yes.
So I just tell him, when you get back to quarters, just go. Do we live in like a barrack room, or do we have like an apartment? Like,
okay, so you live in a barrack. He's got his own apartment.
Okay, never mind then. I got nothing for him.
So, 123 Main Street is
Yeah,
Macross
123 Main.
Memorial.
Macross Memorial Hospital.
Yes.
Okay. I go inside and start looking for room 108.
Okay. It's a little bit later now at night, because bar fights don't happen in the daytime.
Well, they definitely don't.
So you find room 108 and it's closed.
The door is closed. Any activity at the nursing station? Yes.
There's orderlies, doing their rounds. Since it's so late, janitors are cleaning stuff up and putting, like the cleaning crew is pretty busy at night.
Yeah, I mean, modern hospitals, and I don't know how you envision this, but typically modern hospitals will have like a charge board.
Yes.
With the names on it.
Yep.
So I'm looking for 108. I want to know who's in that room.
Okay. So you go to that board, and it's all protoculture technology. It's written in that,
Sharpie or whatever.
Yes,
yeah. Dry erase marker
on that whiteboard, right?
Yeah.
And some nurse lady's like, "Can I help you, Corporal?"
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just. I know it's really late, but I just got off duty and I was just coming to check on a friend of mine.
And she goes, "What room?"
108.
And she goes, "Oh, that's Bradford." And then she goes, "Yeah, I think he was expecting you. Go ahead and go on in."
Okay. Is this a name I've heard before?
No.
Bradford. Okay. Nobody I've heard it before. That's fine. So make my way over to 108 and let myself in.
Okay. So there's a bed, a hospital bed. Okay.
Yep.
Now you see some lady.
Yeah.
And she looks exhausted, and she's sitting on a chair.
Okay.
Next to a patient, sitting, in a bed with a bed folded up. One of those contour lounge chairs. It's up.
I do. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know the chairs, the ones with the wheels on them.
Yes. So the back end is up. So
Yep.
He's in a sitting position with his legs out.
Okay.
And he's wrapped in bandages, his face, his neck, his arms.
Okay.
And the lady looks up, and then she's just like, "Oh, he was expecting you." and she nudges him, and she's like, "Honey," and he starts because he can't see shit. You know, he's got bandages all over him.
Yeah.
And she's all, he's here, and he grumbles something, and then she walks out and closes the door.
Okay. I don't know what to make of a guy who's completely bandaged head to toe that I've never met before. Is this guy on the board? Is he identified as a civilian? Is he a military guy? He's a military guy. This is a military hospital.
You see his chart at the edge of the
door. Yeah. So check out the stat deck, like rank. Who is this guy?
Okay. Civilian.
Yep.
John Bradford.
Okay.
And his injury is liquid nitrogen burns.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, he's expecting me all right.
Okay. He starts to reach out like he's grabbing for you.
The reality that this is who I think it is has just set in. I feel sick to my stomach. And I get down low to him like he's reaching for me, and I'm not going to resist that.
Okay.
You know, whatever's coming, I absolutely deserve it, and I can't. There's nothing. I'm gobsmacked because I don't know what to say to this guy about how sorry I am for what happened. Except that, you know, I know it's no solace, but in, you know, his injuries, if the events of the day did not transpire the way that they did, the loss of life would have been far more catastrophic. And so I hope that there's a chance that he will recover. And I'm just really, really sorry.
Okay. He starts to laugh.
Oh. Okay.
You're like, and then he goes, you know, he it hurts. After a while, he starts coughing because laughing hurts, right?
Yep.
And he goes, "That was really beautiful, Corporal." And he's like, "But I didn't call you here to hear an apology." He goes, "Some of my people have already talked to me. And what I was told was, had you not been there, I would have never had enough time to put my hose on. I didn't even grab the right tool. Oh. So I wouldn't have been able to open it. Those missiles would have exploded, and we'd all be dead."
Again, I'm completely like, I'm taken aback by that. Like, wow, like that's incredible. Like, what a positive a spin on the whole thing. That he's thankful for the way that it happened. I'm still mortified that it happened, but I'm glad at the same time that he seems to be at peace with it.
And he goes, "So," and he grabs your hand, right? And he goes, "I've heard that this was the act of a saboteur. I want you to promise me something. Find this son of a bitch and make him pay. Promise me."
I promise you, we'll find him. I'll find him.
So he's like, promise me. You promise him, right?
And I do. I promise him. We're going to find this guy.
And he goes, "Make sure you come tell me. I want to know when you captured him."
Okay.
And then he goes, and you can see him like, and all of a sudden his machine starts beeping really loud. Letting the nurse know that, you know, he's in pain. So the wife comes in, a nurse runs in. You see her grab this thing, and it says dilaudid in it. She puts that bad boy in his IV. He's like struggling for a bit. And his wife looks at you. She's like, "What did you tell him?"
"I told him that I was sorry for everything that happened, and I'll make it right."
And she's like, "Well, I think you've said enough. You can leave now." Because she doesn't know what happened. You know what I mean?
She doesn't either. And I respect her as somebody who's really upset and who potentially, you know, nearly lost a loved one today. And I do. I leave because that's what she wants.
Okay. So you walk back to your...
Now I'm going back to quarters. Yep.
Elwood Pratt has made a promise he fully intends to keep. We'll end there.
Oh, very nice. Very nice, sir. I do like that that little ending. That was very good. Yep.